one thing very important that we must understand is, for Vajrayana, when we conducting pujas, rituals, either it is a one-day puja or either it is a 1 week drupchen, everything consisting of meditation, visualization, and when we are conducting that, we must have the 3 elements in our mind. What is the 3 elements? Bodhicitta, okay, detachment, yeah, and devotion to the Guru, devotion to the Dhamma, to the practice and the path that we're practicing. Okay, these are the 3 elements we are always intertwined with when we conduct such. And when we conduct a puja, it's not an easy thing to do. Okay, because when we conduct the puja, when we conduct any kind of rituals, we have to constantly reminding ourselves of the whole visualization, the whole meditation, without hindered with any kind of unnecessary thinking, thoughts, unnecessary temptation, and mundane, dualistic thoughts, and distractions. So that's why in that time it's very serious matter. It's a very serious matter, and if you do not have the proper motivation for that, if you do not have the proper mind for that, it is very difficult to perform any proper puja or ritual. So when we perform a puja and ritual with the wrong motivation, with the wrong mind, with a lot of temptation, distraction and all of that, and over unnecessary thinking, everything goes very wrong, and a lot of problems and obstacles arises from that, and harmful for the teacher and the lamas and monks who are conducting the puja, and for the participants who are participating in that puja or ritual or whatever drupchen or whatever it is. So that's why it's very important that we are reminded constantly, Vajrayana is not doable. Vajrayana is not understandable. Vajrayana is not possible to understand or even to do without including and intertwining the mind itself. Without that, it is impossible. Impossible. That is why, even in one of the quotes of Guru Rinpoche's quote to Khandru Ishitsoja, he said, the puja we conduct, drupchens and puja, sometimes is 3 days, sometimes is 1 week or something, is equivalent to a 3-year retreatant. Why? Because the amount of step-by-step amount of visualization and meditation we are required to do in a puja and a drupchen is the same amount we are required to do in a 3-year, 3 months retreat. So you can see the in-depth meaning and profoundness of such. So it has to be taken properly. Okay? Of course, when situations arise where we perform pujas, and like for example, as I was teasing all of you a few minutes ago, when Tibetan lamas and people come along and we start to do pujas of Zambala and Kurukule and Kurukule I should not talk about too much. I also do it myself, so yeah. So that's not included, not Kurukule. Zambala definitely. And also puja of like wealth puja. All this wealth puja is a complete, utter rubbish. Utter rubbish. I was a point in time in my life when I had not much money. So I was thinking, Zambala. Everybody talk about that. So I thought, okay, let's do Zambala. So I did Zambala. Nothing happening. I laid a clean, tray next to my bed, hoping, Zambala, give me some money. Nothing worked. Not even one penny came along at that moment of Zambala time, or whatever wealth time, So then I thought to myself, I laughed at myself. I thought I was very ignorant. Because when we chase after mundane temptation, using the Dharma, we are very stupid. We are banging our head on the wall. But when we conduct the Dharma practice, the Dharma rituals in the proper way, then we start to understand and appreciate the development process of that path itself. So I would definitely suggest all of you who have come here, you have all come here from different background, Some you may be also following Mahayana Theravada possible, or also you have different lineage teachers, Nyingmapa, Satyapa, Gelupa, Kajupa, I don't know who. But one thing I would like to request you is, as much as you know much more better than me, please remind yourself with one thing. Vajrayana without mind, impossible. And one thing very important, one thing we always say as a Vajrayana practitioner, what do we say? Buddha is the mind, Guru is the mind, Yidam, main deity, is the mind, Dakini is the mind, everything is the mind. Why do we repeat that? The mind, the root nature of the mind is empty itself. Not empty space or empty cup, but innate nature of it is emptiness. Pure in its own form. Just like that. So, we must understand the mind, no separable to the Guru, to the Dakini, to the Yidam, and to the wisdom and to Buddha. Because what is the root nature of all of them is empty by its innate nature. Just like that, inseparable to our mind. That is why we Buddhists, we always say again and again to ourselves, when we become enlightened, for normal Buddhists we say enlightenment or Buddha nature, don't we? In the Vajrayana we say you are recognizing the inner nature of mind, or so to speak, Rikpi Yishe Motraba. How to say, recognizing the primordial wisdom. Or lack of a better word, I always like to, relate to the great master Chögyam Trungpa Rinpoche's words. Wisdom, limitless wisdom, or wisdom that has gone beyond its limit. I think Rinpoche's terminology, Rinpoche uses Yishi Cholwa, crazy wisdom. I can understand in my own ignorant way what that means is the wisdom has gone no limit. All of this is not like we are receiving something that we do not have. We are just recognizing, reconnecting back to something what we already have. It's like as if somebody comes to you and say, hello, you actually have it with you. Just look at it, recognize it, and be with it, and utilize it. Then we are like, that makes sense now. That makes sense. That is ultimate blessing. Ultimate blessing is when you become more calm, when you can generate more, how would I say, bodhicitta, wisdom, detachment, when you can dedicate more time to Dharma practice. That is real blessing. Not real blessing when you start to connect to the unseen. Oh my God, everybody talk about death,